What do you want? I'm in the middle of a podcast. Leave me alone.
This guy who really is, I think, a bad guy. Russell, I think you are a bad guy.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what the truth.
I don't want him knowing where I live.
You can hate Russell, but one thing you cannot take from Russell is his ability to play that game.
I ain't finished playing just yet.
Welcome to the Russell Hantz Show. This was the first episode of Survivor. Survivor 35 is now here, and we're here to talk about it. Me and my girl, my co-host, talking about Survivor.
Let's get it on.
So what do you think? Did you like that episode, just overall?
Overall, I did. At first, I thought it started a little slow, as it usually does, the first episode of the season.
Yeah, because they're trying to introduce everybody, and I really don't like that. But I liked how they tried to implement something exciting into the game immediately, but we'll get into that. But it strangely started very similar to the Australian Survivor. They were in the boat, and then it started to last year's Game Changers, how Jeff is sitting there, and he talks to them while they're all in the boat. He did that last year, and they jump out the boat. They throw everything out the boat. It's getting a little old, I think.
Exactly. I kind of like it when everything starts kind of fast, and Jeff's not like taking his time and kind of really talking to everybody. I like it when it kind of everybody just jumps into it.
Go.
Yeah.
And they go do something. Yeah, because, we are getting tired of them just throwing coconuts out the boat and bananas and this and that, and everybody's just rushing because we see it over and over and over. Australian Survivor just did it. Matter of fact, what they did is they threw all their stuff out the boat because you Americans might not be watching this, the Australian version, but they threw everything out the boat. They get to the end, and they have to hoist one of the contestants up and to grab something. But to be fair, I believe they were filming at the same time, so it was just a coincidence, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so.
So, first challenge. What happens? First, what immediately got to you?
The first challenge?
No, just what do you want to talk about? Right when they started everything up. what interests you the most?
When they started everything up, honestly, I was surprised about how long it's. I think you were talking about how you would just not even worry about getting things off the boat. Mm-hmm. You would just jump on the freaking little boat and paddle yourself to the island and
get off that damn boat. Right. Forget about the bananas and coconuts. Right. You already ate. Yeah. Because you just got there. You're not hungry. Get off the damn boat. Get in the little boat. Start trying to win the first challenge. Exactly.
But it took them all a little bit too long to get into the boat.
And another thing is, nobody's really looking for the challenges. Nobody's looking for the idols. And, they just throwing things off. And then, luckily for him, who's that?
The skinny guy.
Skinny guy.
I don't even know
their names
yet.
What's his name? Let's see. We got that. We'll probably already messed this all up.
Skinny guy.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. Yes.
So Ryan finds it falls in his lap. The advantage. It was a challenge for what would they call it now? The what? What kind of immunity is that?
It's the super immunity idol.
The super idol.
Yes.
I like the super idol.
Yes.
But do you know that they used to back in the day? When they had idols, before I even played, they used to be able to read it after the votes.
Yeah, I remember that.
All they really did was implement, something that they used to do already, and then they called it a super idol.
Right, exactly. And I'm glad he found it because I like his sense of humor. He made a lot of little witty comments.
Yeah, and it's funny how when Jeff was talking to him, my least favorite was one of the most active on tonight's episode because her tribe lost. But the financial analyst, and obviously she's the one that's going to end up with the super idol. I don't like her at all because she thinks she deserves to be a hero.
Yeah.
First she's talking about what she said. What did she quote?
She said that she deserves to be on the hero's tribe. That's what she said. And her name's Chrissy.
Chrissy.
Yes. And this is funny because at Tribal,
I wonder why she thinks she's a hero. Because she gets to maybe deny people of their, you ain't going to get this or that financially. Because she's a financial analyst. And then
Financial
obviously
analyst.
she has money because she says, "Oh, I ain't going to tell them how much money I have." So she rips people off of their hard-earned money to tell them how to spend their money.
Right,
And she's a hero for that.
Yeah, and at first she seems to be very happy to be on that tribe, and it obviously doesn't take long for her to feel like she doesn't belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they immediately go after the two older folks,
Yeah,
which is
they're trying to go after the mom squad, and she's part of the mom squad, so they're wanting to go after Chrissy and Katrina.
Right.
The Olympian. She's an Olympian too, Katrina.
An Olympian, which probably could be a very good asset to challenges in the water.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying. Just
Definitely.
saying. Yeah. So, do you like her, the Chrissy girl?
I didn't at first, but in a way I'm kind of, at first I didn't like her. Then I was like, well, it's kind of growing on me a little bit, kind of feel bad. She's being targeted, being part of the mom squad. And so I was kind of really rooting for her until the end of the episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
She killed it. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it.
So now we have, it's funny how, what's his name? The doctor. He called it.
Mike.
Mike. It's really interesting to me that he specifically was like the sex doctor.
Yeah, because I thought he was just a urologist, but obviously he does a lot more than that. He helps.
What does he mean by being a sex doctor?
He helps men who have sexual dysfunctions.
Like the erectile dysfunctions?
Yes.
Like
he helps
we could
them
do a commercial right now.
He helps them rise to the occasion.
Yeah, so he sells Viagra. So he's like a drug dealer.
So you know what?
You can get your
he
Viagra
should
from.
be on the heroes team because he's a hero to many men out there.
Yeah, and to many women out there.
I mean, yes. Maybe more so to the women than the men.
I don't know about that. Probably more so to the men, but so you liked him?
I did. Yeah, I like Mike. I like him a lot, and I think I like that he's got a son that's a huge Survivor fan who has already given him. Yeah,
You know his son knows me. Has to know me. If he says, "Daddy, go look," right off the bat.
Oh yeah, you know it. And then so Mike's kind of trying to do his thing, and he's trying not to be too obvious about it, but still, like you mentioned, you don't go off by yourself.
Never.
Don't go off by yourself.
Never. Nowadays, you can't do that because of me.
Because of you.
You can't go off looking for things by yourself or go off to the water well or go off. Because if you notice, you can watch that episode, and when he turns around and walks off, every single person in his tribe, they turn and they watch him.
Right.
And I said, look, see how they all watched him walk away? Mm-hmm. And because you just can't do it anymore. You can't do that, guys. You got to stay in the tribe. I mean, you guys, some of you guys that's listening to this are going to actually be some people that actually get to play the game.
Right.
So just don't be stupid.
Right.
There's a few things that you need to learn. And you need to always do the smart thing. Like walking off by yourself is not smart. Going threaten someone, it's not smart.
Right. Those are the two things. Keep your mouth shut and don't go off by yourself.
We had two people, and we're going to keep talking about each individuals, but we'll talk about Alan. We had two people, we'll talk about both of them, Joe and Alan. They both used the bully tactic.
And I can't stand that.
And they went up to someone and some of you might be saying, "Oh, you Russell Hantz, you did the bully." No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
They did that to me. Let me explain myself. Season 19, Marissa comes up to me and she says, "Well, you're talking to everybody. I don't trust you. You're talking to everybody." Now, how does that make me feel? I have to immediately think, if she don't trust me, I can't trust her. So I didn't go to anybody aggressively the whole time I played season 19. And Alan and what's his name, Joe? They immediately go up to people and especially Alan. What was that? He makes the dude take his clothes off. I thought he was going to start filling them up. What was his name? Did he make it take? It was John.
Yeah,
JP.
John. Yeah, JP.
And then you see JP jumping up and down, so his little wee will start flapping. That's what he was doing. And he was probably doing that to show him
Like
there's nothing under there, under the
nothing
ball
under
sack.
there. There's nothing in the
He jumps up
crevices.
he jumps up and down. I'm like, what is he doing?
It's kind of entertaining, though. I'm sure the girls enjoyed it.
But he was the wrong way for the girls to enjoy it. Well, they might enjoy the butt cheeks too.
The butt cheeks.
I mean, they don't even show his butt cheeks. They show it on Naked and Afraid.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, they do. Yeah.
You should show their butt cheeks. Did they show it on Australian Survivor?
Australian? Yeah,
I think they showed it.
I don't remember.
Because remember when they were pulling their clothes off in that challenge? I think they showed their butt cheeks there too. So
Yeah, I can't
get with the
remember.
program, CBS.
It's
But
just butt.
hashtag
It's just a
butt
butt.
cheeks.
It's just a butt.
People want to see them.
Butt. Show your buns.
So they have a few that we don't even know. You know?
Simone?
We don't know Simone.
They didn't mention Simone. Or is it Rourke?
I like Lauren though. I like how Lauren the fisherman. She seemed like she was trying to get it together and trying to work as a team. And come on, guys, that type of girl. I liked how she looked. Desi, I think, is gorgeous.
Desi,
You know?
yeah.
I think she's the prettiest girl out there.
She's pretty.
But you like Jessica?
I like Jessica. She's Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Kentucky proud. I'm Kentucky proud of Jessica.
Yeah. So
Though we didn't hear from her tonight, I'm looking
So
for
the
her.
only aggressive, I think Ashley, she didn't do much. She just got involved with JP, and then which is another mistake.
Yeah, because now they're being suspected to be a power couple.
Yeah.
So they're in the
Another mistake. Like, take notes, guys. And because they do it every single season, we see some dummy making a stupid move.
Right. Exactly. If you're going to line with someone, don't be
Running
so
off.
obvious.
Running off for some reason. Everybody looks for idols without clues these days. They're running off and start looking. I promise you guys, if I ever play again, you will not see me run off. Because you can't do that anymore. You got to be smarter than that. You will not see me go up to people aggressively and you got the idol. You got the idol. Well, what you looking for? What you doing?
You spread those butt cheeks so I can make sure you don't got it.
Well, I might do that, but I won't be looking for the idol.
That's
Yeah,
wrong.
right?
Okay.
But it would have to be for somebody like. There's only a few people this season I would ask. I would politely ask that question too. Probably Jessica,
Or Desi.
Alexandria, Desi.
You might get smacked.
I would probably get smacked by Alexandria.
Jessica too, I'm sure.
I don't know. Them Southern girls like to spread them butts.
Oh, what? I don't know what Southern girls you've been talking to.
So now what did you think about Ginger there, Patrick?
I'm trying to think. What did we think about him?
He didn't do much. He just
What did we think about
nothing.
him? Yeah, nothing really sticks out to me exactly.
Who do you like right now? Before we get into any specific details. Who do you like?
Right now I like Alan.
You know why?
He's my favorite right now, even though he was a little bit of a bully, but he was being a bully.
The only reason
he had a plan.
I'm okay with you saying that is because watching him, and because I watch behind the scenes type things. What I mean by that is, like when they're doing a challenge, I watch the other people and how they react into the challenge because I like passion, and Alan was showing passion. If you haven't seen him, go back and watch it and check him out. During the immunity challenge, he was bouncing around back there.
It's like he had so much energy, like he looked like he just couldn't contain it. He was really.
It looked like
into
he drank about 3 or 4 Red Bulls.
Yeah. He was really pulling for his team. He was definitely.
So I like that. Now,
Yeah.
I like that. Now, I did not like how he started the game. I even tweeted that it's stupid. I mean, he started immediately bullying. You don't do that. I mean, he's not trying to bully.
Right.
But what he's doing, he's trying to play the game.
Right.
But you can't come up to somebody like that and you can't say, "Hey, you have it. I know you have it." Take it and start strip searching them. I mean,
Right.
for God's sakes.
But he said, I put a target on their back. If it works that way, it's supposed to. It's a great plan.
yeah.
But I don't think it worked. But we'll find out. Though.
But he put it. I don't know how. Well, the only target is that they started a showmance. They put that target on their backs, Now, by saying you have the idol, yeah, it would be a target if somebody really believes they have the idol, but no, I don't think anybody believes that.
Right. Especially when you have the guy that you're accusing of having an idol stripped completely down, and everybody's kind of watching, and they see that you accuse someone of having one, and they didn't the whole time. It just makes you look insane, and I think it definitely puts a target on your back. I think Alan just made a huge mistake. He made himself look like an insane freak.
It did, but the positive thing is, as the game goes along, if they stay strong and win challenges, as the game goes along, I think the targets are going to change to JP and
that's true, because it's happened before, because targets flip. I mean, they change so fast.
Because we've seen the target. We've seen Joe and Mike talk. I like Mike. And I think that he can get out of it.
Yeah, I'm kind of
rooting
for a little.
Joe is already under the gun because he looks like me and Tony.
Yeah, he does.
So now all of a sudden he's in trouble.
Yeah.
So you might not be seeing it, but I promise you everybody else is talking about it. Like he's probably casted to be like Tony or Russell.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. It was probably what it was. But I like that we're kind of still analyzing a little bit, because we're slowly getting other personalities and how they're playing.
I could see Joe going early.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Mike is going to gun for him now. But you know why Mike is going to gun for him?
Mike me too.
Yeah, Joe went up to Mike and was like, I know you're looking for him. We all know.
Yeah.
Like, you threatening him, man.
Yeah.
You can't do that in a game for $1 million because as soon as you do that, the other guy that you're talking to is going to be like, well, he don't trust me for sure because he thinks I'm looking for the idol. So I sure the hell don't trust him. So, in other words, he's coming after me.
Right.
So now Mike thinks Joe's coming after him. So what's Mike going to do? He's going to go after Joe.
Yeah, he will.
He has to.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what is up? Day 1, 2, and 3, everybody was so insanely paranoid.
Like what?
Right off the bat, it's like they were a complete mess.
I felt like it was day 38. You know?
Yeah.
Like Alan was freaking out. Joe was freaking out. Like, guys, it just started. You got somebody wanting to eat what was that?
Was it
a stick?
What was it? Stick?
Insect stick thing?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but
walking
you
stick.
seen it.
A walking stick.
You seen it, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? You just got there.
Yeah.
It was day 1. I don't think they started the fire yet. You just get there, and you're trying to eat animals already.
Shit, God, I wouldn't be eating any insects just yet. I'd be waiting
you
until I was starving out of my mind.
Let me tell you guys how it works. You eat as much as you can eat right before you leave. Like you stuff in your face. And then you get to the island. You're not hungry. So that was all for TV. He wanted to act like he was going to eat it. Now, day 10 come around, he might start eating the insect sticks.
Yeah, and then he'd probably really be thankful for them.
Yeah, that was just all.
Thank you, God, for the insect sticks.
Yeah, he might say a blessing before he eats them. And the next, I'm getting ahead of myself, but in the next, the episode for the next episode, they have him ripping a crab in half. Like he rips it in crab. Like he's not going to be a friend of Peter.
Oh, no. Did you see the looks he got though when he was already talking about wanting to eat that walking stick? He was getting awful as looks from people.
Well, let's see when it comes really down to it if he really will. If that was just a bunch of talk. It's easy to eat crab. I order crab when I go to the restaurant.
Oh, it's so true. Let's see here. What else do we got? Well, I guess
we didn't see much about
Devin.
No,
but Jessica and Devin seem to kind of like each other, though.
Yeah,
I think they were advertising for the next episode.
Jessica looks prettier in this picture than she did in the show.
Well, you look like crap on this show. You don't have makeup on. You don't have.
Not all of us, honey. No. You speak for yourself. You wait till you play.
I'm going to look like shit. And I'm going to be okay with it. Because I'm out there to play. I'm going to win $1 million.
That's what
I don't care what I look like.
Would you bully people right off the bat like that?
No. I'd be under the radar.
Or would you go immediately looking for an idol right off the ASAP?
No, I would kind of sit back and relax, not say much for the first little bit. I'd try to just take it all in.
Right. So they had their first challenge. What did you think about that challenge? They had to. What they had to do for the challenge? How they started that thing?
They were doing the pull rope
Oh,
thing
the pull
that you
rope.
did.
The same thing that we did in what was that? It was season 19. We pulled that thing up, but we didn't get to get in it and ride it
The
down.
roller coaster. Woo! And
So they pulled that thing up. They all get in it. They ride it down. What was the next stage?
at the puzzle. Wasn't it the puzzle, Pete? Those big puzzle tables? There was 3 puzzle tables.
Then they have to take that thing and they yank it and they pull it all over the place and they got to pull it up like this this structure that they built. They pull it up and then they get it to the end of the structure and but the first people to it got to choose which one that they got.
Right. Yeah.
Which table that they thought was the easiest.
Right.
Which could be tricky. You don't really know which one's the easiest.
Right.
You never did it before.
Right. And I wouldn't want to be one of the people working the puzzle.
So then you go to the puzzle. And that's another.
Be working the
that's
puzzle.
another thing. That's another thing. Everybody says I'm good at puzzles, and then they come out to be dead last. Like, why would you even say you're good at puzzles? Because if you are good at puzzles, let's say you're extremely good. Let's say you're the best ever that ever played puzzles in the history of game shows. Don't tell nobody because you're going to need that skill when it comes down to the final 7 or final 6. They're going to get rid of your ass if you're good at puzzles. Trust me. They're going to say, we got to get rid of the person. They're way too good at puzzles. So you'll get rid of it. Once the trial merges, you get further in the game. You know how it works, right? No, you don't. Because you do the same stupid shit every time. You don't know how it works. Like you fans watch the show, and you're sitting there saying, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do. You go out there and you're shocked. You go out there and everything hits you like a ton of bricks, like the game starts. You don't talk to nobody until, bam, it happens. Then you don't know what to do. Okay, what do we do now? So you either freak out or you sit there and you don't do nothing.
Right. Exactly.
That's how it works, too.
Okay, what else we got? So
the puzzle. So they're doing the puzzle, and then they got to roll this little ball down a bunch of different pathways. All the puzzles are different, and they got to get to the end, and they got to lock in a little hole where the ball stays. They got 3 balls. At the end of the day, this is when I seen Alan and when I liked
jumping around
like in the back.
Tart.
Even though they lost.
Yeah, I know, it was sad.
Yeah,
that was so sad.
So they lose. Oh, yeah, so they lose. And now we got, I'm thinking, here we go, half the show with this tribe. So you get to meet this certain tribe. Like, I've heard a lot of people talk about how they didn't like season 19 when I played, but they were upset that they didn't get to really meet a lot of the different people that played. That's because we kept losing every damn challenge. And when you lose the challenge, then you get to know them better because
everybody's scrambling.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah. Well, I'm talking editing wise.
Editing, okay.
So we as viewers get to know them better because they're losers. And when you lose early, then you get more airtime. So we kept losing, and I kept doing what I had to do to get further in the game, and then that's why. So now we get to learn this tribe better. Alan, I don't even know all the people on the tribe, but it's Ashley, JP, Alan,
Chrissy, Katrina,
and Katrina.
Yeah.
Are we missing anybody? I think so. The cowboy.
Yeah, cowboy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Marine, right? He was a
Marine, Ben.
Yeah.
So they all get there, and then so that's when everything started going crazy, and Ben starts thinking people, was it before the challenge or after when he did that? I'm not sure when that was. But he when he made him strip, JP.
Probably after. No, I think it might have been before.
It was before?
Yeah, I think it was before.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was before.
I was thinking he was being such a big bully,
right.
but then he was looking so
it
cute,
was
being
before.
excited during right.
Because I was also thinking, they better not go to tribal because he's going to be in trouble.
Right.
because you know, as soon as you show your ass. But the good thing about, I can guarantee you, the only thing that saved him is because it's such small groups of people. You have to win. They all know that you have to win. That's why ultimately they gunning for the two older women.
Right. Exactly.
So they're doing that because they know they have to, win, because they'll end up there every time. But it's funny that they gun for her, Katrina.
Right.
Because she's an Olympic athlete. Was she an Olympic swimmer?
I think she was.
So, guys, she's an Olympic athlete. I can guarantee you she still got what it takes to beat your ass.
Yeah.
And so I'm shocked that they didn't actually go for Chrissy more than her.
You're right.
I mean, because she's older. Because I didn't hear her say to any of them that she's an Olympic athlete. She might have wanted to voice that.
Right. Definitely. You didn't hear a whole lot of people really talking about what they really do for a living, really. Not really.
It was only when Jeff asked,
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So then after the challenge, everybody was scrambling. The losers were scrambling, trying to figure out who they were going to align with. They were a complete mess. And definitely by the time they got to tribal, even you and I were had no idea how it was going to go down. Because everybody was terrible.
Yeah, and we'll back up a little bit. I want to talk about Ryan. Ryan told, was it Cole or was it, you see, I'm getting these two mixed up, Cole and Devin.
Right.
Ryan told which one was it? About the idol.
I think it was Cole.
Okay, yeah, we're getting it mixed up. Don't they kind of look the same right here?
They kind of do.
I'm like, wow.
They're almost like twins.
So Ryan tells Cole. Now, some people, excuse me, some people may say that was a bad move. I think it was a genius move because he can't use it. They win. Right? So they can't use it, and in his mind, he probably thinks, I can't use this because the super idol can only be used at first tribal, and it has to be given to someone from the losing tribe. So by telling Cole, it submits an alliance with him. Otherwise, he just gives it to somebody from the other tribe, and nobody even known anything about it.
Yeah.
So it did nothing for Ron. So he wanted to make sure that super idol helped him.
Right.
So by telling Cole, and they probably both decided, we didn't see this, but they probably decided on who to give it to together.
Wish they did do that.
They should have did that.
Yeah. And and Ryan got very lucky telling Cole because Cole
likes him.
Really likes him. Because at first I was like, should he have told Cole? Did he make a huge mistake telling someone about it? And then when Cole was talking about how he really liked Ryan and that they make a good team, I was like, wow. He really got lucky in his decision in who he told.
Well, he probably felt it. You feel that you can tell certain people certain things. And they probably had some sort of a connection already on the island. The way they probably already talked several times, but that's just the only time they have to edit it,
right. And you guess you can't always be suspicious constantly of everyone, because if you're constantly suspicious, that makes you super paranoid. And that will probably get you voted out of the game. That's the thing I would probably have a problem with. I'm not a super trusting person. And I would have a hard time letting my guard down long enough to find someone to trust.
Would you tell, if you had that idol, because while we were watching the show, you were like, I don't know if you should have told.
Yeah,
but you got to realize you're sitting there for days thinking about that idol. So at one point in time, you would have thought, I know you and I know how you think, you would have thought, well, this idol ain't going to help me if we win. It's not going to help me at all. So I have to make it help me somehow. How can I make it help me? Tell somebody about it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Now, Cole, obviously, he even said it. He trusts him. I can see Cole and Ron go a long ways in this game.
Right. And who would you want to align with? If you were, what team would you want to be on, and who would you want to align with?
I'm telling you right now, I would align with Alan.
Okay.
I would align with Alan all day long. The JP Ashley thing, no way, ain't happening. When those showmance things, nope,
No.
not in Survivor.
No, see, I would
Never, ever do showmance in Survivor.
Right, I would team up with Ryan or Mike. I would go for the geeky guys. I would go for the geeky guys, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with Alan for sure. I could see myself aligning with Ben. I could see myself aligning with Alexandra. Who I can't see myself aligning with are JP because it's too close to JT.
Yeah.
Or
Or Co. I can't see you doing it. Oh, no. Not Co.
No way I would align with Joe, especially when I found out he's a probation officer. I have bad experiences with probation officers. No way I would vote. I would try to vote him out first so I can teach all probation officers around the world that lesson.
Wow.
No, they do. Some of them do a great job. I mean, it is their job to make sure criminals don't stay criminals, but they always do stay criminals. Most of them.
That's true.
So they don't do a good job because they always come back and see the same person over and over. Or their job is to throw them back in jail when they fail a drug test because they smoked a joint. So, does that sound like a hero to you? But I'm sure some of them, I'm sure that we could be, we're in a safer place because of some of the probation, like the kind that keep Charles Manson back in jail.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But when you're a child, because I was a young man and in college doing crazy things, so I got to visit a few probation officers.
Oh gosh.
And we didn't see much of Desi, but I definitely could see myself aligning with Desi. I could see myself aligning with Lauren.
Lauren, definitely, I could see. Yeah. See,
I would have tried to save Katrina because I would be like, "Wait, what do you do for a living? So you can help us swim, right?" Yes. Well, let's get rid of Ashley because I would have got rid of Ashley because I would have shut up that showmance and we would have kept a strong athlete.
Right. But do you think it's a showmance or they just click in a way where they're just
It's a showmance because they're saying it is.
They're saying
we ain't seeing all of it, so we have to take their word when they say stuff like that.
Power couple, though. To me, power couple just means they're really strong.
Well, they're probably laying in bed together, cuddling up to each other, which you do because it's cold out there. I get that, but you can't, you spend every waking second of every day next to each other, which they probably do, and everybody sees it. That's why you hear them speaking about it. We might not be seeing much of it, but when they say stuff like that, it's happening.
Okay.
Because we're just seeing, you got to realize, we got to see 45, 50 minutes of 3 days of editing.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
So when you see certain things, it's the best of the best what they have to explain the story that they want to tell. For instance, Alan and JP, making them get naked.
Yeah, that was good, though. That was a good one. I'm glad they showed that. It was interesting.
We haven't talked about her at all.
Yeah, and, honestly...
What's her name?
Rourke. I don't like her a whole lot.
Why? What did she do to you?
Like in the beginning, we're like, "Oh, you're the smallest," and it slipped you up in like the torch, and she was just like, "What?" Just her mannerism.
Wait, she didn't want to get lifted up.
She didn't want to get lifted up. It's just how she was. She
said no or something like that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, just the way she acted, and then the puzzle. It's just I can tell she's one of those people that are kind of boss or they know it all. That's what I'm getting right now. She could totally not come off like that later, but she definitely seems like somebody I would not like.
Yeah.
I would not like.
And Mike, with that puzzle, he was like a doctor, a surgeon.
Yeah. Definitely.
Just steady-handed.
Yeah.
So who are you looking forward to see go further in the game? And who do you want going now?
Okay. Well, obviously my number one pick is Jessica for obvious reasons. Kentucky
That's
girl.
not even good.
Sorry,
reason.
I got to root for her. But other than her, I want to see Mike. He just seems like kind of like an underdog type of guy, and I always like to root for the underdog. So I'd like to see him go pretty far.
Joe is going to go after Mike. Mike's going to go after Joe. We're going to see that happen.
Okay. But then Lauren's probably my next one. I'd like to see go pretty good long
Right.
way.
I can see that. I can see how she's really popular too.
Right. But for my first pick for someone to leave to to get voted off like
Yeah.
fast? Trying to think. I guess I really don't dislike anyone a super amount right now.
I would like to see Joe gone early. And it's going to be funny if he doesn't, because it's like, wait, guys, really look at him.
Yeah. It'd be him. It'd be Joe or Alan. Well, I don't know. Alan did explain why he bullied. He had a plan.
Mm-hmm.
But Joe just came off truly like a bully, like a
Right.
smart ass.
Exactly.
Like a smart ass.
He did, you're right.
Attacked Mike. I didn't like that at all.
Alan did come out. When you have a method to your madness, it's understandable.
Right.
If you come back and you say, I did this because of this reason.
Right, like you did.
Right.
Like you did.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I did.
Yeah.
If you come back and you say, I did this and this is why I did it, then we understand. And that's what Alan did. To be fair, that's what he did.
Right.
Joe, he just straight up bullied him.
Right. But
We don't like bullies.
You didn't bully, but
We don't like bullies on this podcast.
But you did explain like why you did certain things, and it all made sense.
Right. So, and then who do you want to win the game?
To win the game,
Just
as
pick
of
a
right
couple
now,
of
okay.
them.
As of right now,
Hey, just 'cause
I would like
we-
to see Lauren, but I know she won't. I just know she won't.
she's not going to.
But to win the game, I would like to see. I'd like to see Ryan or Mike.
And usually when I make my picks and then I watch it and then I my picks sometimes change. Like for instance, some of you watch Big Brother. My pick for Big Brother was Kevin. That never changed, and it's crazy because my pick to win this staying the same. It's Desi.
Okay, Desi.
Even though we didn't get to see much about her, I think those strong personalities like Joe, Alan, I think all that is going to get the better of them. JP and Ashley are just going to get closer. By getting closer, it's just going to put even bigger target on their back.
Well, I'm going to keep rooting for Ryan and Mike.
But
they may
I
not
think
make it because they may be too nice. They're going to be too naive and trusting someone. They're going to be like they're going to be delusional.
I think the two most dangerous is Ron and Cole.
Really? Yeah, that's true. And I would love to see them stick with each other.
They will. They'll stick together. It'll be like the Stinky Back and JT.
Oh yeah.
Stink Back and JT.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, I hope they
And
stay
Ron's
together.
probably going to lose, like Stinky Back did to JT. So it'll be Cole, the winner of the game, even though I'm rooting for Desi.
You're rooting. I'm going to stay with my.
It's
little nerds.
it's really hard for an alpha male like Cole to get to the end of that game and win, though.
Yeah, it is.
Very rare.
I'm sticking with my
Look
nerds.
Look at him. You got Joe, nothing. You got those type of players. They just don't get to the end.
No.
Malcolm, nothing. How many times he played?
And Alan's not going
5.
to make it either. Patrick's not going to make it. Ben's not going to make it.
They don't make it.
Alexander,
Alex,
possibly.
Patrick, JP. He's different than
You know what?
Cole.
I'm going to wait. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to stick with Ryan and Mike just because it's what we're doing right now. But really,
Okay.
I think in the next few episodes, we're going to see who's going to make it. The person who does the least amount of anything, who sits back and just exists.
Who is that now,
That
though?
is going to be the person who wins. That's usually who wins.
Who is that now? Who do you think sitting back not doing?
It's kind of hard to tell right now.
I thought that Lauren did good at that. She looked like she was sitting back and she was assertive, but not too assertive. She didn't do much, but she was helping, and it seemed like that was what was going on.
Yeah, it could be her. But usually the person who does the least amount of anything
Wins
is
the
the
game.
one who wins. Always disappoints me.
Be Sandra.
True.
True. Natalie White.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then we can go as far as jump into Big Brother world and say Josh.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I can't wait though to see later on throughout the season how our predictions, look.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to talk about it. My girl, these are my 3. I'm going to go ahead and give you 3 right now so we can talk about it.
Okay.
I'm picking Desi. You see the other. I'm picking Ron. I want to pick Cole, but I know how much of a. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there and pick Cole to go far too. So those are my 3. And guys, I do not know any spoilers. I don't look for spoilers. So this is the real deal. You know, they could be going home next as far as I know.
Yeah, true.
So.
Well, I'm sticking with Ryan, Mike, and Jessica.
Jessica. Okay. All right, let's get to Tribal Council. Alan's team lost. So now they're targeting Catherine. Is it Catherine?
Katrina.
Katrina and the Mom Squad.
Right.
Katrina and who?
Katrina,
Chrissy.
if you notice Katrina in that one part, Katrina and Alan were talking about how nobody was talking strategy game or anything with them, so they were worried. They're on the chopping block.
Right.
So they bring over Chrissy to see what her opinion is,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, well, I didn't think.
Alan does.
Yeah.
Alan brings Chrissy over.
Chrissy over. And Chrissy's like, well, I didn't think you guys were going to be on the chopping block. I thought I was.
Right.
So all three of them were like, so.
But Alan knows he's not on the chopping block
Right.
at this point.
So then they decide, well, maybe they'll bring Cowboy into it.
Right.
You know,
right.
so that way they can get more numbers.
Right.
So now they're actually trying to team up now against Ashley and JP.
Right.
The power couple.
But I think that's just editing showing us, because I think what's really going on, Alan knows, Cowboy knows, Ben, that they need a strong team to get to the end. So I'm thinking that we're seeing a lot of, just editing stuff to where we don't really know who's going. But what's really interesting is the choice that Ryan made to give the Super Idol to.
Right.
You know, so
Yes.
he gives
that
it to...
was interesting.
Yeah, so
Yes.
for some reason, because Cole was involved in that as well. So for some reason, he gives it to Chrissy.
Yeah.
That was a little shocking to me.
Yeah, me
because
too.
Chrissy, how can he help her, help him in his game?
Right. I would love to know how they decided to give it to her. What was their reason? What made them
I
decide?
thought they was going to give it to Alan.
Really?
Somebody like that.
Oh, actually,
I mean, regardless, it's
Not
probably
sure.
not going to help Ryan when she actually finds out, when he says, hey, Chrissy, I'm the one that gave you that Super Idol. I don't know if that's going to...
Right.
Do you think that would help? If somebody told you that, you'd be like, okay, so
Yeah, right.
why did you make that choice?
Right. Well, I would be curious. Why did you give it to me?
Right.
What did you want me to do with it exactly?
You know why? I think he knew they was going to target the two older, and I think that they knew that she was an Olympic athlete. Mm-hmm. And then why in the world would you target an Olympic athlete?
That's true.
So he's like the best target, and he wanted to shake things up and give it to the person that could actually save herself.
Right.
Because then that's the one that's most vulnerable.
Right.
So if you can save that person, then you shake things up on that side, and all kind of crazy stuff happens.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
So, because when you think about it, you're like, why you ain't gonna get rid of an Olympic swimmer? So what? She's 50. She's still, Tom Brady's 40 something.
Right.
Or 40.
And
and look at him.
How to ride a bike. I'm sure she didn't forget how to swim.
No, she's an Olympic athlete. So she's a swimmer, which probably means she can swim long distances.
Right. Her endurance is probably crazy.
And could have helped them.
And she still looks in shape. She can't weigh 100 pounds. She's so skinny.
Yeah, so Ryan probably thought, okay, they're going to target Chrissy. So we're going to give it to Chrissy. So what happens, it blows my mind. I can hardly talk about it. I mean, we're going to get straight to it.
Yeah.
So they vote. They all get together. They do what I thought they were going to do, and they vote out Katrina. And, first Alan opens his mouth, and he's, they got that little drama going on, and talking about the power couple, which is JP and Ashley, which shows a lot, because they're thinking about it right now. But they want to keep their team strong, so they go for the two older, the Mom Squad. And at the end of the day, they get rid of Katrina. And I am shocked, because now Chrissy has a Super Idol in her pocket. I know. Is it against the rule to not to use it for you? Do you have to use it to yourself? Because I don't think that's the case.
That wasn't even. It was just. I was expecting her to use it.
So what happens is Jeff goes in the back and he does his little vote, tallies his little vote. He comes out and he reads the vote, and none of them are for Chrissy. and the majority of Katrina, so she goes home. So I am expecting
Yeah, we're
and
standing there. We're
waiting
standing there like
for
she's gonna
Chrissy
use
to
it.
stand up and use a vote against her only alliance.
Yeah.
Her only number one alliance. The two old ladies. I'm expecting Chrissy to save her, because once she saves her, they vote. The next votes go home. And that would have been Ashley, right?
Ashley.
So it would have broke up the power couple.
Yep.
And then she would have been gone. And it would have put Chrissy and Katrina would have been like super glue.
Right.
And then now you have JP running around scared to death. Alan doesn't like him at all. I already made him strip naked.
Right.
Well, he might like him now since he did that. But so then you have Chrissy in control, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't she use?
Yeah, because we were like, oh, okay, she's getting ready to use
super
it. She's getting ready to use it.
Get up.
And then
were
we
saying,
kept sitting
"Get
there
up.
waiting. We kept
Use it.
Yeah.
Use it. Because why
it.
wouldn't you not? This is probably what she's doing.
I don't think she understood. I don't think she understood how to use it. I don't think she understood. That's my take on it. I think
it can't be that, because you got the rules. You can ask questions. You know, you can ask production questions.
You can. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll give you. If you have a question, you ask them. They tell you the rule.
Okay.
I
then
think
I have no idea what she was thinking.
I think that she thought that she would be. I'm confused, and on Twitter, everybody was confused. I seen
Everyone was like,
Eliza
"What the
tweeting,
heck?
like, what just happened?
Right.
Like, why didn't she use it to save her alliance?
I know.
She's a target right off the bat. If she goes early, then she would have had Katrina. That would have been her girl, and I guarantee they can get Alan on board.
Yeah.
But
I would
it's
love to
neither
know.
here nor there now.
Yeah. I hope the next episode she explains.
She can't explain. She's going to say that she didn't want to be a target.
Yeah, exactly what she's going to say.
And the thing is, you got to play the game. She's not playing the game. That is folks not playing the game.
Right. That's not even fun. It's not interesting. It's not.
You get
fun.
an opportunity to play the game, to
Play
make
it.
big moves. Play it.
Right.
So she's one of the ones you were talking about earlier that sits there and doesn't do nothing.
Right. And she's the one, too, I thought I didn't like her in the beginning. Then I thought, well, okay, she's kind of growing on me. I think I kind of like her. And then she goes and does something like this. And I'm like, what? I really don't like her now.
Because I don't know. She's not likable. Because that shows that she's not ready to play.
No, she's not.
And then, the surprise.
She did their homework.
They do their next episode and they say, oh, a surprising couple, whatever.
Right. But you know
and
what?
then they show Ben and her talking. So what?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
She had a great alliance with an Olympic athlete.
Right.
That she didn't even want to play. Oh, I ain't going to play. I'm going to just sit right here and twiddle my thumbs. If she makes it all the way to the end.
She's going to win it. She's going to win it.
Well, because she's not doing nothing.
That's right. That's
The not doing nothing syndrome, winning the game. A lot of people do that. Don't do nothing, they win the game.
Right.
So anyway, that confused me. I didn't know what just went down. I was so confused. I was so ready. Because let me tell you what they did. CBS was like, let's make this interesting right off the bat. Let's implement a super idol to where they have to play it the first episode, in which we could get good ratings for, because it's an exciting episode. And then they have duds like Chrissy, don't even know her name, that doesn't even play the game.
And she just sits there like a knot on a log.
Lynn Spillman's sitting there and say, you told me you was going to play, Chrissy. You told me you was going to be good at this and play. And she had an opportunity to play, and she didn't.
Right. She blew it.
And
she laid us all down.
I personally talked to Lynn. She's the casting director of Survivor, and she told me once that more than half the people that come up to her, they tell her things, and they never do what they say. They say, oh, I'm going to be a great player. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. They get in that game, and they just dud out, like Chrissy just did.
Yeah, she did.
So, Chrissy, we're not happy for you any longer. I wanted you gone first already.
Oh, yeah, she was definitely the one we wanted
she's
gone
the financial
fast. Yeah.
whatever.
Yes.
thinks that she has money
Yeah.
or whatever.
But that's why she's going to stick to the end. We didn't like her. She's not doing a thing.
She's not playing the game.
Yeah.
She's not going to play.
She's gonna-
yeah.
she's
Okay.
gonna make
I'm going to make an alliance with Ben. Yeah, that's me playing. I'm going to make an alliance. Yeah.
Big move. Woo!
You could have made a big move right off the bat. You would have been liked. Save your alliance. It's an honor. Is this supposed to be a hero too?
Yeah.
It's
She
an
doesn't-
honor about that as well.
Right.
You
Right.
save your alliance. If you ever want to play again, playing like that, don't let you play twice because you didn't do nothing the first time. They should have ain't gonna have you back again.
Right.
But if you making big moves all the way through, you'll probably play again.
Yeah.
Guarantee you, Chrissy ain't playing again.
Well, one thing I know for sure, that was a wasted idol. That was wasted. They may as well not even introduced it since it wasn't even used.
Everybody was waiting for some excitement. We didn't get it. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you listening to the Russell Hantz Show. That's all we got today. We'll talk about it the same time, same day.
And
next
hopefully a better episode to talk about.
And it was slow a little bit, only because they're introducing everybody, and I get it. So I'm not gonna eat into them too much.
Now I'm just hoping there's not going to be another huge dud.
Right.
next week.
No duds. No duds. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Keep hope alive.
Woo.
Become a patron and get more content and bonus episodes, including video commentary of every episode of Survivor Samoa, weekly episodes of Whining with Wine, and you can become a patron for as low as $5. 5 gets you Russell's Alliance, 10 and you become a game changer, 25 and you're a legend. Go to patreon.com/Russell Hantz.